Hello YouTube, what's up? Alex here. I am at an undisclosed location here in southeast Houston near the center of deception. I'm in Clear Lake, Houston. I'm at a local business. I'm not going to say the name. But I just had a text with a friend who messaged me. She wished me Happy New Year, and she lives out in San Francisco in Mill Valley. And you know, of course, that's near Sonoma and Sacramento, and where these California wildfires have been going on. And I've been watching this YouTube channel called A Plain Truth. This guy's name is Jamie Lee. And he's been talking about, he lives in Sonoma. He's been talking about how the fires started, how they were from probably drones. There's blue beams noticed, directed energy weapons. There are cars burnt with the aluminum motors melted into the pavement. There's nothing standing in the homes that are burnt and dematerialized, you know, like a particle beam weapon like they used on 9/11. There's no bathtubs, no kitchen sinks, no chimneys, no rocks, no stone. The stuff that usually stands, you know, after a home gets destroyed, certain things are still standing and they don't burn. But in this case, these things were disintegrated by a particle beam weapon, obviously. And the motors, there are cars that are burnt, that are sitting in driveways that aren't melted, but the motors are burnt on the ground in a puddle of aluminum. There, you know, the fires that it would take to start a tree on fire are not reached when you burn wood. When you burn and melt metal, you need temperatures of 2200, 2800 degrees. And wood only creates what? 900 to 1400 degrees in heat. And these homes are completely disintegrated, engines melted out of cars, bathtubs, kitchen sinks, fireplaces destroyed, things that are permanent in a home. And the trees are still green and the grass is green and everything around them. There are houses that are completely disintegrated, where the neighbor's house right next to it is untouched, and a row of green trees in between the two houses. And you see, there was one picture I saw of a football field where there's a line going directly across half of the football field into the end zone, and then burning the field house and a structure and a house next to it. And there are other houses standing there. The rest of the field is green, and the trees around the whole area in the picture are green. So if these were forest fires or tree fires, why aren't the trees burnt? What happened to the trees? Why are these directed energy beams are destroying houses in particular fashion, choosing their targets with direct straight lines of beams going across football fields and grass lots where you can see the energy focus. These are not fires that were started by cigarette smokers or campfire people or people camping or careless with butane or propane or their Coleman lanterns or anything like that. These are coming from the sky. Not only that, there's pictures of blue beam weapons. And not only that, in Sonoma, in the city, when the people were evacuated, they were gone out of their homes for 2 days. And when they came back, the FEMA people said, well, we gave your goods away. We shipped them in a container off to a different lot because you didn't come and claim them. And there are people reporting that they weren't allowed to go to their homes by the officials because it was a danger zone. So you're not allowed. But then they look at the fires, I think, that happened, it was at 1962 or 1964, in the same area, around the same pattern, with these Agenda 21 orders for pack 'em and stack 'em housing and depopulating area from that area. For some reason, under Agenda 21, with the zones that people can live in, they don't want people to live in Sonoma, and they don't want people to live in the area where these fires are starting. Now, who knows why? Is there underground bases there, or does the land have any particular meaning to demons or extraterrestrials? I mean, I'm making a joke kind of, but it's sad that these people are homeless. They're losing their properties. People have died, and these are not forest fires. It is not a dry California fire. This is directed energy weapons that come from planes or drones. The blue beam lasers have been watched. The targets are specific. You've got houses that are completely disintegrated, like the top of a 9/11 tower above the alleged planes that hit. And the house next door is standing. Now, I saw a picture of like a Jack in the Box in the parking lot in front of a Target, where the entire fast food restaurant is leveled to the ground and disintegrated, but the Target is still standing in the parking lot, and all of the trees around the entire parking lot next to the freeway are standing and green. Nothing caught on fire. So where did the fire come from? The fire, it's not like a wildfire you would think that starts in the forest and the trees burn and then the heat and the embers spread the fire and they cross highways and spread from neighborhood to neighborhood. That's not the way it's happening. Go back and look, folks. Look at the people reporting on these California fires. There's something very unusual going on. Again, I'm just going by what I've seen on YouTube. I'm not there. I'm in Texas. But it's very unusual. These are not normal fires. These poor people are homeless. There are people that have died. FEMA is absconding with property. People can't get back into their homes. The trees are still green. The grass is green. And there's no wildfire. So what is going on? People, if you're watching the politics coming out of the White House and what Trump is doing, you've got the draining the swamp and the alleged sealed indictments of thousands of high-profile people, opening of Guantanamo for high-profile prisoners, that they're going to expose Pedogate, Uranium One scandals, and things that happened with the Democrats and some Republicans, all the way back to 9/11 and Nevada District Court of Northern Nevada. Look that up with the judge, Hardesty, Hardesty, Northern District of Nevada. But there's a lot going on. Pay attention to the news. Stay tuned. Don't be asleep. Keep your eyes open. Don't follow the news. Don't believe what you hear. Stay awake. This is Alex reporting from the center of the deception. Have a great day.